All right. All right. Well, hello, Utah 4-H. Welcome to the first ever online tri-team training. So we would like to thank all of you for taking time out of your nights, out of your weekends to be here with us. We know that's a big sacrifice. And we would especially like to thank all of the adult leaders, volunteers, and staff that made this training possible. So the first thing that we are going to do is start out with some get to know you games, and I will be in charge of that. And then we're going to proceed with the workshops, which will start with marketing by Ashlyn. And then we would ask that you're all really engaged in being, mature. These are only 20-minute workshops because we don't have a lot of time. And with that, let's get into our first icebreaker. All right, so I've shared my screen and you guys can see. So with this icebreaker, I would like you guys to form a circle, whether standing or sitting, or if you guys are there. If you guys are there in person, that would be great.
Not after the instructions, just go to
and then you guys are going to go around and you guys are going to ask each other some questions about your shoes. You guys are going to ask questions like, why do you like that brand? Why do you like that color? Why do you like that style of shoe? And we're going to see what kind of responses we get from each other. And you guys are going to have the tallest person start. Then you're going to go clockwise. And once you go around, if you guys finish, go around and have the person say why they wear the shoes instead of answering the question, if that makes sense. And then there's instructions on the screen that you can read. And then I'm going to open up all the breakout rooms.
So tell them they have to join the breakout room.
And then you guys have to join the breakout rooms
if you're not with your team.
If you are not with your team. And then there's going to be a timer right here that for 10 minutes. So if anyone needs any help, you can ask a question in chat, or you can ask a question over Zoom, and I'll be here just observing. HRU teens from Utah County, were you guys able to join the breakout room? All right, I'm gonna take that as a yes. And then Cara Riddle, were you able to join? All right, we'll just assume you've joined. Hey, kids from Utah County with Benjamin and Chloe, and then Gabe, were you able to get into your breakout room?
Yes. We were just
Oh, okay, that.
yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Once you guys are done, if you can give me a thumbs up in chat, that'd be great. Does anyone need more time? All right, we're just waiting on a couple more people and then we can move on.
That one runs down the time. Now we'll start again. Yeah. Just force it back in. Because that.
All right. So now that everyone's back, if you guys didn't know your guys' team before, hopefully you got to know them a little better by knowing what kind of shoes they like, what kind of colors they like, what kind of style they like. I think that's a good way to get to know someone. So with that, we're gonna move on to our next next workshop, which will be with Ashlyn.